3 things that you should know before starting a social media marketing agency. Wow, that was a dramatic introduction. Anyways, hi, my name is Michael Gardiner, founder of Done For You Meetings and B2B.io. I have been starting agencies for about 7 years now, including growing some pretty big ones and exiting another. So I want to go ahead and record a quick video just running through 3 things that I think you should know if you're considering starting a social media marketing agencies, because it's a great business model, but it is not all sunshine and rainbows. Now, let's go ahead and get into it.
Drop it.
And the first one might be a little bit controversial, but I believe for a lot of people, starting an agency might not make sense. And I think in order to explain this better, I want to provide some context into what I consider to be an agency. If you have one contractor who's like a virtual assistant and you do most of the service delivery, it's not an agency, really. When I look at an agency, I look at there's a owner, there's a sales rep, you have SDRs, you have a service delivery team, you have customer support. It's relatively big and relatively complicated. And I think a lot of people get stuck in their head, but they need to build an agency. When in reality, freelancing with a little bit of leverage, like maybe you have someone helping with service delivery and like one VA, might make a lot more sense, as generally your margins will go down the bigger you get when starting an agency. And to achieve a lot of the goals that I hear from people in terms of like making 10K a month, like you're probably better off just charging high ticket, having a few clients, and doing most of the work yourself as a freelancer with business systems. So when you're first starting out, don't get it stuck in your head that you need to build this massive agency. If your goal is to work 20 hours a week, work with clients you love, and make 10K a month, then you're probably better off as like a leverage contractor, which would mean you have a couple people helping you, but it's not quite an agency. As you know, when I look at our biggest clients, like really big agencies, their margins are like 20 to 40%. Most of the people I've met that have 80% margins, they sell some type of like done with you as opposed to done for you program. So just something to consider. Try to know what you actually want and then decide if like a real agency of a team is really necessary to get there. Number 2 is that hiring a $250 a month contractor to deliver God-tier results, it doesn't happen. I'm sorry, guys. But the reason I have to say this, I see so many people say, okay, do a Facebook ads agency. And I saw in a YouTube video that I can hire someone to do fulfillment for me for $250 a month, which means I don't need to learn anything about Facebook ads. Your client retention is going to suck. You're not going to have happy customers. You need to get really good at service delivery yourself, or get pretty good to the point you can hire someone who's not going to rip you off, but also don't expect to hire the best person for $250 a month. Keep in mind how many people are starting agencies, and keep in mind that contractors are going to work with whoever pays the best and has the best company culture, and also who can supply the most clients. If you come to somebody saying, hey, I have no clients, I want you to do my work for me, yeah, they might say okay, but you're not going to be their top priority. So you need to learn to service yourself and realize you're going to need to pay when it comes time to pay, and actually get somebody on board who's really good. And the third thing is that you need to become great at sales and outreach. I see a lot of people start their agency and think way too much about like what service and industry and where their passion is. You need to be good at sales and outreach. Like for myself, I could probably do well in almost any agency service because I'm really good at outreach and I'm pretty damn good at sales. So when you're starting out, you need to get good at a service, hire someone you can actually pay enough to do a result that's going to keep your clients around, and get good at sales and outreach. Because when you're starting out for the first 6 months, it's mainly just going to be an absolute grind on outreach. Now, that is it. I know it's a short video. I want to go ahead and record this. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll get messages in my Instagram inbox and I'll just turn them into videos. So I hope this helped. And if you are looking for even more help getting your agency to the point where you're at 100 plus sales calls a month, you have an offer that no one else has, and you're doing great, you might want to check out b2boutbound.io, link below. We have some great free trainings there that can help you do just that. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.